Welcome to Court TV Live in our gavel-to-gavel coverage of Ohio versus Richardson. Okay, we're going to take a little break from court. There's a lot of action going on today, and we are so lucky because we have a bona fide legal triple threat. That's right, folks. We've got former police officer, former prosecutor, and now criminal defense attorney, Mel LaGrone. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And you have such an interesting perspective on this case because you're looking at it like an investigator, like a prosecutor, and like a defense attorney. So who's having the better week so far, Melanie?
Oh my gosh, there's so much going on right now.
Yeah.
I think the prosecution is really having a better week.
Really?
I really, really do. And then after that testimony from Dr. Brady, he was very convincing. He's very calm. He's very confident in his analogy of,
Sure,
you know, the baby's death.
Yes. Okay. So now, I think, in my opinion, the prosecution has certainly recovered with Dr. Brady because I do think the biggest hurdle is simply put cause of death, because they cannot, and I will actually read for the viewers, this morning when the medical examiner, the pathologist testified, her conclusion to a reasonable degree of medical certainty was homicidal violence of undetermined etiology. But the point is, you know what defense attorneys think of the word undetermined, Melanie. They think reasonable doubt.
Reasonable doubt all day.
Okay, so that is, I think, the prosecution's problem is that at the end of the day, and this came out on cross-examination of Dr. Susan Allen Brown this morning, was they're just not sure about the cause of death. They're just not sure. But this Dr. Brady comes up, and he is a specialist in this, fetal medicine, OBGYN, and he is, and just to catch our viewers up, when Skylar Richardson went to her initial appointment, they did that fundal height measurement of 32 weeks. And everyone's been hanging their hat on that, especially the defense, saying, okay, well, if she measured 11 days before she gave birth at 32 weeks, but then when she gave birth 11 days later, everyone agrees she was 38 weeks, was that mistake indicative of some type of illness, this growth restriction? And maybe we can even put that up for our viewers to follow along. We have a nifty little chart about Okay. Well, we're going to get it. So anyway, but this is this issue of why is there a discrepancy between this 11 days, 32 weeks on April 26th, and then you've got 38 weeks on May 7th. And so the defense is like, oh my God, this is because the baby was stillborn. But then you got Dr. Brady saying, no, sorry, not sorry.
Right. And I think that was the biggest thing. He just helped them recover from everything that was going on, because it comes down to, like you said, reasonable doubt all day. Did she kill the baby? Was the baby stillborn? What happened? And right now, nobody knows.
Now, I also wanted to ask you, because again, you have this very, very specialized experience, which we're very lucky to have you with us, and that is looking at it as a former police officer, former prosecutor, criminal defense attorney. There is an issue that constantly comes up in criminal justice, and that is when someone self-reports. Because all of this testimony about what Skylar Richardson felt, her medical condition, a lot of it's her self-reporting. Because, there's all this question and answers about, oh, she was experiencing cramping. Did you know? Did you know? But if she was experiencing cramping, a lot of it is just her self-reporting. Her school records, a lot of self-reporting. Her other medical records, self-reporting. So who does that hurt or help? Like, how is that an issue under the law in the criminal justice system?
Well, I think we have to take what she's saying, is it the truth? Because basically her body is going through something and she's just saying what it's going through. But what does that really mean? And so I think that is, a problem.
You're right, because you do want corroboration.
Right.
We need corroboration, and ideally in this heavily scientific, medical, legal type of case, you really need that type of proof to back up her claims.
Right, absolutely.
Mel LaGrone, thank you so much for being here. We're going to get back into court right now.